Starting up Silksong reminded me of the feeling I had when I first started up Elden Ring. Disbelief and excitement. You know, we waited so long for Elden Ring to come out, and the hype surrounding it, leading up to its release, it was pretty massive and just really exciting to be a part of. And finally getting to boot up the game and everything starting up, the title screen popping up, getting to choose your character, it all just felt so unreal. And once I finally got into the game, it was so strange. Like, how could I finally be here in this moment, experiencing this game that I've been thinking about for the past few years? And I'd say that's just about how I felt about Silksong. A lot of hype leading up to it, a lot of excitement, and booting the game up felt just about the same. After I, finally managed to get it to download on my Switch, that was pretty wild. But yeah, it was just complete disbelief. And starting up the game, I was trying to absorb every little detail about it, from the starting menu to the save slots, just every little thing that I could attach to, because I just loved Hollow Knight and I was looking forward to Team Cherry's next adventure. So I boot up the game, I get started, and we end up in the first area of the game, and first thing you gotta do is check behind you, of course. Always gotta check behind you. And naturally, there we are. There's our standard Metroidvania little hidden area behind the starting area. And yeah, just going forward from there, it was just so exciting. It was finally here. That being said, I was not immediately, I guess, attached or excited about the visuals, which I know is crazy to say. Of course, looking back on it now, like, the game is beautiful. It's wonderful to look at. But I think I just created so much hype in my head, and so looking at the game, the visuals initially didn't stand out to me. At least not until I fully beat the game, went back to Hollow Knight, and realized just how night and day it is. Don't get me wrong, Hollow Knight is a beautiful game in its own right. Both games are just designed to perfection. But Silksong definitely has that just extra clean look to it. Just those really sharp, vibrant colors and all the detail in the environments. And of course, Hollow Knight, shares these traits, but I think Silksong just takes it a step further. And that's really incredible that they were able to do that. Going back to my first playthrough, because I think just this overall experience with that first playthrough was I was just in this relentless pursuit of finding the one thing that would make Silksong stand out from Hollow Knight. That one defining characteristic that really represents it as a true sequel, rather than just an iteration of what's already been done. So yeah, I think I was just way too caught up in finding that and experiencing that, because I remember my experience with Hollow Knight, and that was a just completely new experience for me. I didn't have a lot of experience with Metroidvanias before that, so Hollow Knight was my introduction. And there's just a lot of nostalgia, a lot of really wonderful memories that I have with that game, and it's still my favorite of the two, honestly. But I have to admit that a lot of that is nostalgia, and just the way the game made me feel like a kid again as I was exploring Hollow Nest. I guess I'm not quite disappointed, maybe just bummed that I, had that mindset going into Silksong, because, it really is a masterpiece. It's a really wonderful game. A lot new to it, a lot that they, amped up, I suppose. A lot of mechanics and Hornet's movement and the enemies. As people said, it's a harder game, so there is a lot, that has been in a way upgraded from Hollow Knight. And yeah, I love the game as well. I keep going back to it, trying to recreate those first moments, to try to redeem them, I guess. But I also just don't want to leave that world quite yet. So yeah, that's how I feel about Silksong. It's a really wonderful game, and I look forward to the DLC that's coming up. I'm excited for that. Alright, thanks for listening.